Hello there, my name's Adam Stower and I am the illustrator of Little Monsters by the one and the only David Walliams. Let's do some drawing.
Okay, for our drawing today we are going to need some paper and something to draw with. Today I'm going to be using a black pencil like this. And I'm going to show you how to draw Howler. And you can see here, he's on the cover. So Howler's a lovely little werewolf. So when I start drawing characters, I like to put some guidelines down and it makes the drawing easier. So I'm going to use an ordinary pencil for this, but you can use whatever pencil you're using, but just press lightly. So this is going to be Howler's head. He's got a nice round head. And his body, I'm just going to do a little rectangle for his body. Like this, and he's got little jagged tatty trousers on, and then he's going to have his legs and his feet like that. He'll probably have his arms down beside him there like that, and on his face, let's see, big round nose somewhere like that, and two big round eyes, one there and one there. He's got long ears, which are sort of just long triangles. So you see it's just triangles, circles and rectangles, just to sort of plot out your drawing. Now I'm going quite quickly, but if you want to pause the video at any time to catch up, then that's absolutely fine. Now he'll have his mouth will be underneath his nose like that. And I think we're almost ready to start the proper drawing with my black pencil. So when you've got a little guideline like that, then you go in and you can draw it properly. So we'll start off with his nose. Nice big round nose. I think that werewolves probably have noses a bit like dogs, don't you? I'm going to do his smile, which is just tucked under his nose like that. I put a little line on the end here to make it look like a cheek, because he's got a little cheeky smile. Now, he is a werewolf, so he's going to need some teeth, so I'll put 3 teeth in there. And if you're careful, you can just put a tongue in as well. Next, I'm going to do his eyes, which are nice and big and round, like that, and one on this side as well. Now, because his head is turning slightly looking in this direction, he's not looking directly at us, is he? So you can see that his nose is slightly in front of that eye because his head is turned slightly that way. So he's smiling, so his cheeks are rising up slightly, so he's got a flat bottom to each eye there. Now I'm going to do his pupils. Now I'm going to have him looking off to one side like this. So he's got quite big eyes. And he's going to be looking off to the side. I always like to draw characters looking off to the side like that because you wonder what's going on over here. Maybe his friends are trying to make him laugh. So eyebrows. Now I'm going to do his head, but his head's covered in fur, isn't it? Because he's a werewolf. So instead of doing a nice clean line, I'm going to do lots of little short lines to make him look hairy, like this. Maybe have a couple sticking up. Can you see? Nice furry face. Then I'm just going to pop his ears in. His ears are also quite furry, so I'm going to do little furry lines like that and maybe a few little whiskers coming out. Same on this side. Like that. Now then, let's start his body. So his jacket, he's got a little jacket on. So his jacket is going to be open. So that's the edges of his jacket there. Now I'm going to do this arm next because it's slightly in front of his body. Like that. That's his little arm in his sleeve. And with his hands, he's got quite furry hands as well. He's got 3 fingers and a thumb. And his hands are sort of out like that because he's excited. And you know when you draw pictures and you make the face into an expression that you want the character to be feeling. So he's looking excited and happy here. But you can do that with the body as well. So make sure his body language looks excited as well. And his hands are splayed out like that because he's all excited and ready to go. And I think maybe he's going trick-or-treating. What do you think? So that's his body. And now his legs. And on the cover, he's got these little ragged trousers on, which are a bit like upside down crowns, if you think about it like that. And then poking out from underneath his little legs, like that. Now he's got nice long wolf feet. I love drawing characters with long hairy feet like this. They're really fun to draw. One there, and one there. Now, I'm going to start shading him in, so we'll start with a nose. So I'm going to use the edge of my pencil for this. And like I say, I'm doing this all quite quickly, but you can take your time when you come to draw your little Howler. I've left a bit of white paper there, can you see, to make it look like he's got a shiny nose, a little bit of a highlight. I'll make it a little darker. I don't want it to be too shiny. Now, I'm going to do his fur on his face. And so how I do that is by shading in, but I like to shade in the same way. When I'm doing hair, I like to think of which direction it's growing in. And Howler's got a little pink face because he's a werewolf. He's got partly a pink face. He's not all covered in fur. And it's quite a heart-shaped little face like that, which makes him look quite cute. So I'm going to do the same with the ears. Make the fur go in the way that it would grow, like that, with his hands. Now I'm just going to darken his eyes. And quickly add in some stripes on his little t-shirt. Shade in his jacket. And his trousers. His trousers are nice and dark, so press hard with your pencil to make it nice and dark like that. And then we've just got the last finishing touch, his tail, which is going to be nice and bushy like that. And I'm going to leave a little bit of white paper showing so it looks shiny as well, because I think he'd have a nice fluffy shiny tail like that. Put a bit of ground in, a bit of gravel, and there we have our little Howler. Lovely.
That's brilliant. How did he get on? I hope you enjoyed that. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me, and until the next time, bye-bye.